record.
Over and over and over again, all I hear from the Attorney General is negative things.
It's not negativity, it's really about drawing that contrast.
Charges of smears in the Baker-Coakley battle for the corner office on Beacon Hill. They're leaving nothing on the field. Will the upcoming televised debates be the turning point in this race for governor?
Your next word is Shaheen.
May I have a definition?
Karl Rove and his Crossroads PAC saturate the air race, trying to sway New Hampshire voters towards Scott Brown in the U.S. Senate race. And an OTR special this morning on the ballot questions. Question 2, the move to expand the bottle bill. And question 3, should voters repeal casinos? We've got mini debates with both sides on these very provocative ballot questions this morning.
From WCPB Boston, the inside word from Washington to Beacon Hill. Today's newsmakers are going on the record.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Harding, along with News Center 5's political reporter Janet Wu. Thank you for joining us in OTR. We are now 16 days away from electing the next governor of Massachusetts. Charlie Baker and Martha Coakley are in crunch time right now. But first, this morning, a look at 2 ballot issues that you will be deciding when you go to the polls in November in just 16 days. We've got both sides for a mini debate on question 2 that would expand the 30-year-old Massachusetts bottle bill. Janet Dominance is with us this morning. She is a proponent of question 2 and the ex-director of MassBurg. Great to have you with us. Thank you very much. Nicole Giambusa was also a spokesperson for voting no on Channel 2. Question 2. So thank you for joining us this morning as well, Nicole. Great to have you back again to go ahead and give voters one last refresher just before they go to the polls.
So Janet, let's start with you. 30 seconds, very briefly. Why yes on expanding the bottle bill?
So there's a few reasons to vote yes. Number 1, if you want to reduce litter, this is the answer. Yes on 2. We have 30 years of the bottle bill on the books, and people who've lived here know how much we reduce litter by putting a deposit, a refundable deposit on containers. Number 2, increase recycling. 80% of containers with a deposit are recycled. 23% of containers without a deposit, like water bottles and sports drinks, are recycled. It's a vast difference. So number 3 is, this is a question about recycling. We got Sierra Club, Audubon Society, Environmental League of Massachusetts. Every major environmental group is saying vote yes.
Nicole, your 30 seconds. Is she right? Is she wrong?
I, of course, believe she's wrong. The numbers that Janet mentions about recycling rates, I've never seen any research to support them. I don't believe those are accurate. The issue is that recycling in Massachusetts has changed tremendously since the initial deposit law passed in 1982. Today, we have a recycling infrastructure that we didn't have back then. A lot of people have curbside or drop-off. 90% of residents in Massachusetts have access to some type of community recycling program. So why should we spend $68 million a year in added grocery costs for something that's only going to address that's only going to increase recycling by 1/8%?
Okay, so let's begin the discussion. Let's jump from there.
Yeah.
Nicole's point is that recycling, that this maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago was an item, but now, because of where we are, do you think a nickel is going to dramatically change people's habits?
Well, the facts, you know, Nicole says she hasn't seen the numbers. The facts exist. Go to the Mass DEP website. This is an official government website that has these facts right on them, Mass DEP. Even with curbside, there is, as I said earlier, only 23% of containers without a deposit getting recycled. If you leave your house, if you go to the ball field, if you walk your dog, if you go to the beach, you see the water bottles, the sports drinks, they're littered. I mean, the facts are the facts, but everyone's experience in getting out of their house and seeing this, it's all around. And by the way, in terms of numbers, you know, the No on 2 campaign, $8 million of out-of-state big beverage money came, and they actually misrepresented facts on TV. They changed their ad. It was false information. The woman who spoke gave false information. So, I mean, I think there's a big numbers problem on the No on 2 side.
There are a lot of things said there that were wrong, and I'll try to respond to all of them in a short time.
Were the ads false?
No, we stand by the ads. 90% of residents have access to community recycling programs.
But she said 90% of residents have curbside in their communities. Word for word is what Peggy Ayers said. And that is false. It's false.
Go ahead, Nicole.
But does she have a point when she says that, you know, you see water bottles on the beach and the parks, but you don't see deposit cans that much on the beach and on the in parks? Is she right about that?
first of all, we stand by our ads. 90% have access to community recycling.
Not curbside, just recycling in general.
Curbside or another community program. When it comes to keeping our streets clean, I'm sure people can also relate to seeing a lot of other materials on the ground other than containers that would be covered by question 2. So we need to address the entire problem. We're going to spend $68 million if question 2 passes for something that ignores 90% of the problem.
So my question is, why are the bottlers pump so much money to do
More than
ads?
all the other ballot questions combined.
Well,
that
more
much
than
money.
certainly your side. So my question is, what is their biggest fear? Why are they so against this? Why does the bottling company so invested literally in it?
Well, first of all, our coalition has over 3,000 members. If you look at the beverage industry and the grocers, I mean, this is going to cost the price of beverages to go up, and it's going to cause the price of groceries across the board to go up. So it's an expensive law, and these are organizations that will invest in environmental commitments when it makes sense. But the problem with question 2 is that it will cost consumers, but it will not increase recycling in any significant way.
Go ahead,
If this
Jen.
was a question about how to run a supermarket, that would be one thing. But this is a question about recycling, and you have $8 million of out-of-state big beverage and supermarket chain money coming in saying vote no. On the yes on 2 side, you have every major environmental organization in the state: Audubon Society, Sierra Club of Massachusetts, Environmental League, Appalachian Mountain Club, League of Women Voters are all saying vote yes on an issue about the environment and recycling.
Nicole, you get the last word.
We have environmentalists in our coalition as well. We have environmentalists, we have recyclers, we have grocers, we have citizens who say, you know, I recycle at the curb, I pay for curbside recycling. Why should I also pay for a duplicate program that's going to achieve the same thing?
Nicole,
people don't want to pay twice.
Nicole, thank you. Janet, thank you.
Thank
Folks,
you.
I think you get the sense right here, 16 days before, how complex this issue is. There's another complex issue. We're going to talk about that as well. It's the casino question that you will be deciding. Stay here with us on OTR.